Join me. Together we can rule the galaxy far from sun.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Hello there, space wizards and plastic spacemen and rebel princesses. This is Todd Hoffman and Trent Hoffman and Ellie Hoffman. This is Big T, Little T, a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 16. Today we're recapping episode 5 of season 7 of the Clone Wars. Joining me today is my little buddy, Trent.
Hi.
All right, and we also have our special guest, Ellie.
Hi.
All right. How has your week been, guys?
Good. I
Good?
don't want to go back to school.
Well, I don't think we're going back to school anytime soon.
Because I don't want to go back to school forever.
Yeah. Well, it might be a little bit. How about you, Ellie? How's been your week?
I don't want to go to school because I want to stay for my family because I don't want to get sick with all the sickness around my school.
Right. I know. There's a lot of sickness. But so since the last time we recorded, we got all the achievements for Jedi Fallen Order. What were some of those we had to get, Trent? Do you remember? Where do you?
I know which one.
Which one? Which one? Which one was the tough one?
The toughest one was the goat dude, the thing.
Oh yeah, so we had to get a goat guy, an animal guy to kick us with his legs, and then we had to kick him.
That was pretty bad. I had this Batman. I built it when we do that Lego challenge.
Yeah, we had this week. Since we're in quarantine, we had the Lego challenge, right?
Yeah.
And you built a Batman.
I built. No. I just built it when we're done. And when I couldn't find a black cape, but Daddy found one.
Yeah, you were looking for a bat cape, and I found the bat cape, huh?
And we all were doing the Lego challenge, and I was trying to build a house, but I did, and I was trying to build a car in a house, but I don't know how to build a car, but I was trying for wheels, and
we couldn't find any wheels, right?
yes.
Yeah, we were trying.
But Daddy just make wheels for Trent, and I don't have any wheels.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I gave up.
You gave up. Yeah, so we've been watching Lego Masters, right? On TV, and we're like, let's do a Lego challenge. So we're doing a Lego challenge, and yeah.
Trent quit a couple times.
Yeah, you did.
What did I
Yeah, it's okay. But Dad, did I build a car? I finished the car. Almost finished the car. So the other thing we did, let's see. We've been playing the Goose game.
In soccer league.
Yeah. So tell me about the Goose game, Trent.
There's a lot of different eye drives you have to get, and there's like people trying to get us, and we steal them, and sometimes you don't see us.
Yeah. So this is literally called Untitled Goose Game. We were looking for something fun to do, and it's a nice little puzzle thing for the kids to do. And we did that, right? We've been goosing it up, right? And then we also busted up, we got into Rocket League.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a fun little racing soccer game. That's been fun. So, yeah, we're doing that, trying to keep busy. Trent and I watched a couple more Royal Rumbles.
Yeah.
What year are we on now? Like 2009? We're going backwards. So we started like... 2020, and now we're on like... 2009, I think.
Or 2011.
No, 2009. Or 10. Maybe 2010. I don't know. It's been fun. We've been doing that. So that's been our week. So I hope everyone is staying safe, staying healthy. I know us from Chicago, we just got put down and kind of stay at home for a little bit. That was at Friday or something.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Friday.
And as of this recording, what is it doing outside, guys?
Snowy!
It's snowing. Yeah, we just literally saw a robin this morning while we were having breakfast.
When we were in tacos with Trent started snowing.
I know, and now we got snow. Yeah, but we're having breakfast this morning. I'm like, we saw 2 robins in the back lawn. I was like, yes, spring is coming. And then this afternoon when we had lunch, it literally.
Is coming.
Well, why is there snow on the ground?
Do not. Spring is just coming up, but the llamas are out.
It's the temperature.
It's the temperature. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
temperature was it when the robins come, we asked for robins.
Oh, we did. Yeah. What do you know? What temperature has to be to freeze? Do you remember? So if it rains, it's above what? Do you remember?
No.
It's 32 degrees. I know. It's okay. So it's like lower than. Yeah, you remember?
When it was 30 degrees.
Yeah, when it's 30. Well, yeah.
How much is
I
for
thought
40
it was-
degrees?
It just rains then.
Daddy, when there was a 30 degrees out, like at Shelby's, with those, you remember when I went in that jumpy before and they
Yeah.
gave you that bracelet?
Yeah, that was summertime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that day.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's snowing right now, but that's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. On to our main topic. We're talking about Gone with a Trace, episode 7. Episode 5, season 7. Jeez. Okay, here we go. The fortune cookie is, if there's no path before you, create your own. Ellie, what do you think that means? If there's no path before you, create your own. What do you think?
Can you tell me what it is?
I don't know. You got to tell me. What do you think?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, how about you, Trent? What do you think? If there's no path before you, create your own.
Guys, I'm trying to say the force guides you. I think
The Force guides you?
Yeah.
Well, how do you think this pertains to Ahsoka?
She leaves the Jedis.
So she left the Jedi Order, and then she has to create her own path, right?
But
Because
her left the Jedi Order and her had like a flying thing and her thing just hit one ship.
well, lots of ships, right?
And her just meet a girl.
Yep. Wow, you're doing it. So right. So we meet up with Ahsoka. She's in the lower levels of Coruscant, and her speeder's doing what, Trent?
It's getting like a little wacky.
It's getting a little wacky.
It's like
And
It's- they're
trying to fix it.
Right. So it's sputtering out. It's sputtering out.
yes, and the engine's like blowing some like.
And she's like running into like
Daddy.
ships.
Daddy, my wiggle matches this one.
It sure does. So then she's sputtering around these speeders. She's kind of running into the speeders and everything. Kind of like what we see when Anakin and Obi-Wan are, when Obi-Wan is chasing after, who's the bounty hunter in Attack of the Clones?
I know her, but I forget her name.
Zam Wessel. You got it. And what is she?
She's a changer.
Changeling.
Yeah, changeling.
You're good. You got it.
I said change. You kinda-
Changeling. Okay, so she's going down. Her speeder's going down, and then she crashes, and then she meets a girl, and the girl's name is Trace Martez.
And Travis' sister.
And what's her sister's name? Do you remember? Rafa.
Wafa.
Yep.
And Travis battle droid.
Yeah. So.
Yes, and I was running away.
All right. You're skipping a little ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. So first, what happens?
She said, they tried to fix the bike, and the girl's trying to fix her ship a little bit.
Yeah.
And she says, you can stay if you want to.
Right. And
Yes, who's talking to Soda when we when we did the Microsoft thing.
Yeah, so what's Trace's opinion about the Jedi?
I don't know.
She didn't like them. She thought they were like causing a real war, and so Ahsoka couldn't really speak up then. And then these three thugs come and try to get some money from them, pay rent, right? What does Ahsoka do?
She kicks some booty.
She kicks their butt, right?
Yeah.
What happened?
Like the girl, like
But
Trace is like, she's like, where's your, like, she said, like, about her sister, and
I'm talking about more about the fight. What happened there?
Trace, cause she was getting beat up.
Yeah, and then Ahsoka stepped in, right?
Yeah, she says, maybe if I can, maybe I can have a little help.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And they kick him right in the booty.
Right in the booty, right?
Yeah, and Ahsoka did. She did kick him right in the tenders.
In the tenders, yeah. And she did some cool like breakdancing moves, right? She was spinning. What else, Ellie? What else were you gonna say about the fight?
There's the other sister. Her droid was passing, but when the ship was falling off and they're really close, and Ahsoka used the Force.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get up there right to that soon, right? Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so she helps him out with the thugs. It's clear that Rafa's sister did not, or Rafa didn't pay the debts for these guys. I think the guy was named Pintu or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Pintu.
Yeah, Pintu. So they kind of leave whimpering. All right, so they go meet up. Basically, Rafa in a laundromat. It's like a laundromat. She's like looking through stuff, and she's gonna steal it, right?
Yeah.
And what did you ask me?
Daddy,
I don't remember.
I
only talk to Trina, not me.
No, I do. So what was she doing? She was looking through all the stuff, right?
Yeah, she was like looking for junk.
Yeah.
She was like, okay.
So then a blue Twi'lek guy comes in and says, "What, Ellie?"
I can tell them in the air. Tell them in the air. I'm proud of the droid.
They have a problem with his droids, right?
Yeah.
And so they basically have kind of like these dangerous droids, you know. And so these are 3 binary load lifters. And you know what that's a callback to?
What?
C-3PO. He says that when he's like in the desert. It's like, oh yeah, I used to work. Bocce's a very similar system to the binary load lifters I used to work on. But these guys are dangerous, right?
Yeah.
But so they're trying to attach the restraining bolt to the droid, and Trace, what did she forget to do?
Put the bolts.
Oh my gosh! And so what happens, Ellie? What happens, Ellie?
I don't want to do the podcast.
Okay, so they basically they have the droids. They're trying to they're refixing them up. Then they try to put the restraining bolt on, and then what happens?
The droid runs away.
Yeah, and it goes like.
You remember when the droid runs away? That happens when the shell, somebody take a ship, and you remember Ahsoka used the Force?
Yeah, so they're chasing after him. They get a load lifter, basically, to try to chase after him. It's going through all different kinds of course on all those different levels.
Yeah, we're getting closer to the drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
kind of scary.
Yes, it's really close to the droid.
Yeah.
And it's the same as fast as the droid.
Yeah. Right. So these binary load lifters were repurposed for demolition droids, and they're prone to violence, and we totally see that happen. And they're jumping through the streets, boom, boom, boom. They get the load lifter, and they finally catch up to the one that got away. And then they get on the ledge, and then what
Daddy,
happens? The
Daddy,
ship
Daddy.
falls, right?
Yeah, I need to go bathroom.
All right, do that.
Can I pause?
All right, go. So we do that, and then what happens, Trent? What happens after that?
The droid turns off. The bridge. You skipped a few parts.
I did. What kind of parts?
The run, like he was running, he was going to the bridge.
Right, and he basically got to push the blue button, right?
Yeah,
and so she finally does. But what
Trace-
happens?
Trace goes on the robot and shuts him off.
Mm-hmm.
And they found the speeder, and it was on it. She grabbed it. The robot was safe. They were safe, and it was going off.
Mm-hmm.
And like the ship was it was tilting. Now it's
And then what happens? What did the little girl see Ahsoka do?
use the force.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was awesome. So now they're back at Rafa's garage. Rafa refuses to dismantle those droids since she made the deal with the Twi'lek. So Ahsoka is already kind of seeing, yeah, maybe I shouldn't hang out with this crew because they're kind of doing some illegal stuff, you know?
Yeah, what's illegal stuff?
Well, she has a laundromat front, but really she's doing droids in the back, you know, and she's stealing stuff from the laundromat and kind of shady, a little shady. You know what I'm saying?
What's a little shady?
Little shady, not a true business. You see what I'm saying? Like, she says she's a laundromat, but she's really building battle droids, or these guys were binary low lifters that were demolition droids. You know what I'm saying? So, we got that going on. So they have a nice little dinner thing or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then, so they basically said, "Hey, let's go fix my speeder, and let's." And then Ahsoka's like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna move on, and if you could just help me get my speeder back, you know what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
So, basically, Trace thanks Ahsoka for saving her, and Trace then leaves with Ahsoka to help her in her repairs, and really that's the end of the episode.
No, you missed a few parts when
Okay.
like her sister comes.
Yeah.
And she's like giving it's like a look, and it was like kind of like grumpy a little bit.
A grumpy look, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
She was
yeah.
like looking at
She was
him.
not happy with Ahsoka, I don't think. Yeah. Okay, you want to hear some cool things?
Yeah.
So, they said this was in the level 1313. Okay, get this, man. So, there's this game. There's a video game called Star Wars 1313, and they never made it. But it was supposed to be about all this stuff in Coruscant, and you got to play as Boba Fett. And they never made this game. Dad's so mad about this. It's still hurts me. So they almost made this game. Like, seriously, like a game, like a Tomb Raider game, kind of.
Yeah.
But you were Boba Fett, and you were in Coruscant, in the lower levels, on 1313.
Wait, who's the company made?
It was Lucasfilm, or no, it was Lucas Games, and they. This is right before when Disney bought them, and they never continued the game. But you want to hear something also crazy?
Yeah.
The concept art. You know what concept art is? Okay, so concept art is like when they make different drawings. You know how like Daddy has that big book of like Jedi Fallen Order and have all these different sketches?
Yeah.
And sometimes all these artists do all these different sketches to make sure that they get the right look for that character, right? And so that's called concept art. You know what concept art they used from Star Wars 1313?
What?
The Mandalorian is just like Boba Fett in Star Wars 1313.
What's Star Wars 13?
This video game they didn't make.
What?
Yes.
What the?
I know.
What?
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was like
So sad.
so sad. Can I show this real quick to you?
Yes.
I'm gonna show you this to you. All right. That's the concept art of Boba Fett in Star Wars 1313. What does that look like?
Mandalorian.
Is that crazy? So, yeah.
Can we see a video of it?
I'll show you a video of it later so you can cry with me.
Tell me now, please.
No, I'm just being serious. Like,
I'm gonna look at it, please.
Yeah.
Before I forget.
I know we will. So, anyways, Trace and Rafa are on their shop is in Star Wars 1313.
What's where?
Yeah, that's what she named. She's like, you're on level 1313. And so what that means is there's like different levels in Coruscant, and that's the level 1313. So I thought that was really cool. Nice little throwback to that, but I'm still upset that game was not made. Yeah. Crazy, right?
Yeah, is the shop still like made like?
Yeah, no, it's still there. I'm just saying, like, the video game.
Like
We'll
you
show
should
it.
go there and tell them.
Go. Should I go there and tell them that they got to make that game?
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, right. I tell you. So, anyways, that was a pretty cool little Easter egg. So we got the binary load lifters that C-3PO mentions on Tatooine. We got the 1313 reference, which is from an old video game. So that is super cool. All right. So where do you think Ahsoka's gonna go next, Ellie? Where do you think she's gonna go after she leaves Trace's shop? Did she?
Can you tell me in my ear?
I don't know. I'm asking you. You can tell me anything.
Can you
She's
tell
got to
me-
get. She's got to get off Coruscant.
You gotta get off Coruscant.
There you go. She's got to get off Coruscant because to Trent's point, she's got to do some flips, some tricks,
Yes,
Beat-
and we're
beat some-
gonna fight
Get some booty.
and,
Yeah,
and
we're
Darth
gonna-
Maul.
Yeah, we're gonna fight some bad guys.
Some bad
too.
guys too, right? Exactly.
Yeah, and we have those cool swords.
The cool lightsabers. Yeah.
Yes, but like the other one was Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that one
What with the dark saber?
with the other one was you remember the
It
one?
was black.
No, you remember the one with the boy and the girl with Sokas?
Uh huh.
And and with the and Mandalorian with those with like a girl Soka
Yeah.
has swords.
Yeah, I know.
And they're super cool.
They are super cool.
And when they're balanced, when they balance on her finger.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, is there anything else you want to mention about this episode? I thought it looked really cool. It looked cool. Anything else with Ahsoka?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So what's next for Ahsoka? She's got to get off Coruscant, right? What do you think?
Go to Rex. Go to Rex because
She needs some help.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay.
That's my guess.
That's your guess. All right. So she has to hook up with Rex. Okay. Well, I'm super excited where this is going. It was good to see Ahsoka back. There you go. All right. So thanks again, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses for listening to another episode of Big T and Little T. All right. Where can you find us on the socials?
At Instagram.
Yeah, and what's our Instagram handle? Do you know? Remember?
No.
Can you tell me my ear?
It's all right. It's Big T,
Big T,
Little
Little T,
LIL
T podcast.
at Gmail.
Gmail.com.
All right, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Gmail.com.
All right, you do it, Ellie. You do
Can
it.
you tell me my
Sure.
ear? Big T, Little T, podcast.
At gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
That's right. You could comment, tweet us, rate us there on Apple Podcast, and then you can also find us on Twitter at LIL T podcast. All right. So next week is episode 17. Holy cow. Can you believe that? And we're going to be looking at Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 6, and we're finding out where Ahsoka's going. So now remember, truly wonderful the mind of a child is. And what do we say at the end? May the Force be with you always. Bye.
seen some pretty sorry excuses for transports in my time. This has got to be the saddest rust bucket I've ever set foot in.
I've seen worse. Hell, I've lived in worse.
But if it's so dangerous where we're going, why aren't we taking your ship to get there? I mean, is this thing even armed?
We needed something less obvious, like a standard cargo ship.
I'm starting to think you brought me along just to do your dirty work.
If you think this is the dirty work, you better get ready for a wake-up call. It gets a lot dirtier where we're headed.
No problem.
All right, he isn't going anywhere. Might as well see if there's any place more comfortable on this rust bucket. It's a long way down.
Down?
Yeah, down. The rings aren't on Coruscant. They're underneath it.
Cargo lane cleared for descent to level 1313.
Catch a deep breath. It'll be the last fresh air you'll get for a while.
Fresh air's overrated.
Let's see how you feel about that after you get 1,000 levels down.
Something's not right here.
Let's check. I'm okay. Get in there.
There they are! Covering fire!
Get over here!
They're taking the mark!
Give me a hand with this guy! Any day now! 1 minute! Hey, toss me a detonator! Time to tilt things back in our favor.
The escape pod? What are you doing?
This guy's taking the express.
Was that really necessary?
Nope!
inside. I can use a hand.
Nice strategy, by the way. You managed to wreck both ships at once.
What's your bitch? You didn't get in here.